pretty not standard, really. Okay, how about this? This could do something. S&P up so much today, we're winning? Reply, I do agree we're nearing the top, though. Just don't bet against the trend and you'll be good. I'm going to give you another piece of advice. Under no circumstances should you take financial technical analysis advice, probably from anybody, but definitely not from Twitch chat, okay? I'll be like a peculiar fighter. Especially a non-subscriber. I mean, come on. It'd be a different story if you were a subscriber, but a non-sub trying to tell you that we're in a head and shoulders pattern? Come on. I should have bought an egg. You see egg prices lately? I know, they're so high. Wrong. They're so low. Did you see they've deflated like 92% in the past 3 months? They're saying again, don't jinx it. I'm just saying! What am I gonna do with my freezer full of fucking $8 eggs, man? I'm ruined! Ooh. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Let me get a boneless. I'll just take one of these, I suppose. What do you think's the best rap song of the decade that stretches from 2000 to 2010? In the Club? Lose Yourself? I think there's a case for both of those. Stan? See, now I'm finally seeing answers I respect. International Players Anthem. I think that one would be up there for me. I don't want to say it because we're pretending that he doesn't exist. But how about Slow Jams? Time for another one of these block rockin' beats. So true, the Chemical Brothers, my favorite hip hop group. Twista's the reason. Actually, Hoobastank is the reason. But I can see how you would get confused. They both go pretty hard. And they're both from the same period. How about Miss Jackson? I don't know if I'm maybe a hater. It's been... I'm an Outkast lover, okay? I'm an Outkast lover. Nothing? Something? I like this. I can live with this. But I don't think that... I don't like Miss Jackson that much. On the Dennis Morton Outkast ride on Peloton, Miss Jackson, I think, is my least favorite song. They play AT-Aliens. They play Rosa Parks. They play So Fresh and So Clean. They run it into The Way You Move. Into Outkast. Or, sorry, into Miss Jackson. Into Hey Ya. Into Get Up, Get Out. And honestly, I gotta tell you, I think out of all of them... Oh, wait, The Bombs Over Baghdad's in that one as well. But I gotta tell you, I think that Miss Jackson is the worst of all the songs in there. Still a decent song. I'm not trying to be a hater, but... Okay, I'll take a Lynx. Just, you know what? This is what it's all about here. One person said fair take +2. Next message said bad take -2. Fair enough. You know, people are just being honest. I can't be upset. One person rizzed me up like Livy, and one person scored 5 touchdowns on me in a single game like Baby Gronk. Holy cow, I got 3 wins. Everyone relax. I'm not going to screw this one up, okay? We will not be fucking sucked this time. Chocolate comes out in a few rounds. Yeah. Give me this. This could screw someone up. Puppy instead of Moth. Moth Isley. Is this anything? Lasagna for... You know what? Give me some weakness, actually. Lasagna has not done what we've needed it to do. Moth Isley. Turns out Moth Isley is not anything. Sorry about that. Best song from a canceled artist? I feel like you can only answer that if you're... They're a great name, by the way. O'Reilly Auto Pets. I love it. But I think you can only answer that if you're willing to get canceled yourself. Is there like a dead canceled artist? Like, did Beethoven ever get canceled? Because the Fifth Symphony goes really hard. Michael Jackson? Yeah, but he's crazy. Like, Michael Jackson didn't get canceled. Like, he kind of... I'm not trying to take, like, a contrarian position here, though. He got, like, semi-canceled, and then uncanceled, and then semi-canceled and uncanceled, and then he got a state funeral. Like, I would say that Michael Jackson is still not canceled. Although I will say, they do never play it on the Peloton, which might be one of the best markers for an artist being canceled. Because if he was not canceled, I'd have to imagine that every Peloton 80s ride would have Billie Jean on it, or like Wanna Be Starting Something, or something like that. So the fact that they do not play any... Well, it could be royalty-based as well. It could be that the rights are too expensive. I don't know. He did hold the baby over the railing. It was not what I was referring to. But that... He probably should not have dangled his baby over the railing. Let me get an... I like an eagle on the team. I do. I could always... No. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll get some food next time as well. Why not? Do they play Beatles songs? They do. So maybe it's not a rights issue. Because you'd think that, like, the Beatles rights would be pretty expensive. They got a whole Beatles ride. And it's not even just the bad songs. I know you're going to be like, all of them? No, not all of them, okay? Show some respect. They literally invented heavy metal with Helter Skelter. How about that right there? We have 2 life left. You know what? Give me my level. The jellyfish could use all the support it can get. On break, you get 2 lasagnas, okay? And then we can get a stingray in the future, perhaps. If there is a future on this one. I don't know. Let's fuck them up, dude. Keep their heads ringing. Unpopular opinion, the Beatles are ass cheeks. That's, like, actually a really popular opinion among stupid people. I will say, the Beatles are so good, I haven't even brought up the fact that Paul McCartney is making a new Beatles song using, like, ChatGPT or whatever to replace John Lennon, which is, like, the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. But out of respect for what Paul McCartney has done for the music industry over his long and storied career, I'm choosing not to bring it up, okay? I'm choosing not to bring it up. Some chocolate, you piece of crap. Give me some chocolate, you piece of crap. Chocolate? Oh. Take a chili pepper for now. What have I done? At least I moved your moth, like, way back. To Isley? Oh, no. Wait, no, I'm not dead! I'm not dead! Double lasagna. Oh, baby. Sell me. Purchase me. I need to get a free skunk. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. Change my life into pieces. This is my first resort. Okay. Sell me. Buy a dragon. Save your tier 1s. Forget about the giraffe. It's just, I mean, the giraffe's probably gone soon. If anything, the giraffe will be the first thing you sell here. The giraffe has to leave immediately? Have you ever considered that it has the potential to do the funniest thing of all time, though? Just one 10-piece, man. Just one 10-piece! Oh. Lemon me. Sell me. What a shop. Don't even talk to me about REM, okay? I'm so pro REM, but chat's not ready for that take, because they only hear 2 songs on TikTok. Losing My Religion and Everybody Hurts. Oh, Everybody Hurts? That song from The Office? Are you listening to yourself? Are you listening to the words that I'm putting into your mouth? REM so boring. You don't understand, okay? You weren't there when Murmur came out. Me neither, but I read Pitchfork when I was in high school, so I know that it's good. Radio Free Europe, radio. You weren't there, okay? I know you love UFOs. Are you pogged up about the recent news? Are you talking about those UFOs that were driving the forklift in Las Vegas? That's the only news. I saw that Mathis was going a little crazy over it, but I didn't know what it... Like, is it... No, the guy who supposedly heard a dude talk about seeing them. I did see... The Daily Loud posted a scathing tell-all where a guy said that the Allied forces recovered a downed UFO from Nazi Germany in World War II. I'd have to say, on the scale from ridiculous to believable, I buy it. I mean, why would he lie? I don't know. It's not my area of expertise. I know how insane this sounds, but I think like I'm just kind of tapped out on the news. I feel like if there were... If aliens came down and landed on Earth, it would be like crazy news for me. Like my mind would be blown, and I would be like, how isn't everybody talking about this? And then the next day, I would be like, okay, what's next? Okay, yeah, we got aliens now. All right, that was the biggest story of like, you know, June. Let's move on to something else now. Please. Oh no, I'm running the numbers and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Sip said he wouldn't care. I'm like, it would be amazing, don't get me wrong. Like on an intellectual, like on a, it would be insane. It would change everything to know that there's other intelligent life in the universe and like we have contact with them. But then like, fucking a day later, my ass is going back to work, right? Call me when the aliens give us some technology that makes it so Stoke cold brew is in 869 for 2 liters. You know, if they could get it down to like 669 for 2 liters, then maybe I'll, you know, take them to my liter or whatever. Hey, Sir Lawrence, 270. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. And Armader, thank you as well. Are you named after the character from the Cars franchise? I'm very slowly becoming more aware of Cars, by the way. From what I understand, Cars 1 Let me see if I've got this right, okay? And I've only seen half of all 3 movies. I'll be almost bush. Cars 1. Lightning McQueen drives. He is a car, but he drives in like the NASCAR series. He gets in an accident, and he has to recover. Or does he go to prison? Is that the one where he goes to prison and he's exiled to a small town, and that's where he meets Mater? And then they like sentence him to rebuild the town or something like that. Something like that. And then that's where he meets his love interest. Cars 1 is community service. Thank you. Thank you. His bus falls asleep. And he falls out of the carrier and like destroys a town. That sounds right. Then I'm very familiar with Cars 3 because they play it on the cruise, like in an abridged version as a bedtime story that our daughter loved to listen to. That's like the new European car comes in Cars 3. Or no, he's just a young upstart car. And it was like, it was my pleasure to beat you. And then Lightning McQueen's like, what the fuck? And then he meets the trainee, or the trainer, who's actually like, she wants to race herself, and then they go to the demolition derby, and he learns like when you drive on sand, you gotta turn left to go right. And okay, so that's definitely Cars 3. Cars 2, Larry, it's like Johnny English, but with Larry the Cable Guy. He gets wrapped up in international espionage. There's like a conspiracy wherein... No, it's Cars 2, man. Cars 2, definitely, Larry the Cable Guy becomes a spy who's also a car. Cars 1 is where he drifts. I got a lot to learn, said Lightning. You know what? Give me a chance here. Worst sort of all time. Cars 2 is Valkyrie for kids. It's crazy. Who's the Colonel von Stauffenberg of Cars 2? Is that Mater? Doc? Isn't Doc dead? I mean, I guess spoilers for Valkyrie and, like, history, but... so's von Stauffenberg. He's in prison? What? Okay, honestly, I think we got a squad going here. I think you don't have a future. And I think you don't have a future. Give me 2 of these. Sell me, you don't have a future. Give me this. And give me 1 free lasagna in 2 turns. We take those. Now this is a squad. The puppy has added the beluga sturgeon. Beluga sturgeon. Why is that so hard to say? To the list of animals he wants to work out with this summer. Holy cow, we won. Roll me. Ooh, don't moth me. Puppy me next round. You know what? Puppy me now and skip, and maybe we'll get lucky enough to get one on a level. No egg. Come on, you gotta give me something more than that. Puppy and dog look too similar. I agree, but people aren't ready for that conversation yet. Because for some reason on the internet, all of your problems are everybody else's fault, but all of everybody else's problems are uniquely attributable only to themselves. You know what I was thinking? I don't know if people are ready for this take or not ready for this take. I think that utilities should be free. If anything, it hurts me because I live in a place where utilities are like really cheap. I think it's fucked up that in Ontario, they gotta pay more to heat their houses just because of the fact that the province fucked up when it chose like how to generate electricity, and BC's, you know, had it goaded from step one. And what's the argument that, like, against it? Oh, if we made utilities free, that would benefit the people that keep their houses at a comfortable temperature. Fucking okay. What do you think, you're like a better person because you wear a sweater in the wintertime? People would leave their televisions on longer. Brother, you got people out there that drive 500,000 miles a year on their car. You're driving, you know, 1,000 miles a year in your car. You're both paying the same for the road, or proportionally the same. Crypto farmers would go wild. Well, just put them in prison or something. I don't know. Just think about it. No, there's no such thing as a perfect solution. You know, you gotta build in the edge cases as well. Will lead us to kings. Will really lead us to kings. I was thinking about. I think I'm right. Honestly, you can't convince me. How about we charge people for what they use? Yeah, but then like I'm uniquely bringing up my own country's hypocrisy here. Why don't we apply that to healthcare? Oh, but healthcare is different. It's like a human right. It shouldn't be like a human right to be comfortable in your own house in the wintertime. We should turn it into like a fucking weird who's got it worse competition where people are like, I don't even turn my heat on until January the 3rd. I don't turn the heat on in my house until it's at least minus 45. I don't like either of these units right now. Your ass, I guess. I want to tell everybody that this is your ass. And we're back. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I saved your turds. How wonderful life is. I don't know. I got to figure out how it's going to end. But turds definitely does rhyme with words. We're so back. We're so back. Why do I have a Marmoset on my team? Get out of here. Tier 1 looking. Lynx is pretty good. We have 4 wins. Like Bright Eyes. Clear Hearts. Can't lose. Sure, take a level. You know what? We could pivot this to a little shark team. Hey, VIP Daniel, you here? Is this anything? I gotta listen to more Our Lady Peace so I know how Starscream goes. It's like, Shark Team! Shark Team! Is this anything? You're much music pilled. I don't really know how it goes. I just know that Rain Maeda screams the whole song. And he goes, yay, yay, yay. I don't want to go off on a rant here, but does anybody else think that it was a disaster for... I don't want to go off on a rant here, but does anybody else think that when Rain Maeda married Chantal Kreviazuk, it was like Goddard-Damarong for the editor-in-chief of TMZ? In terms of spelling, in terms of... I don't want to go off on a rant here, but does anybody else think that when Rain Maeda married Chantal Kreviazuk, it was the hardest day in Spellcheck's entire life? I don't want to go off on a rant here. There's something in there. Tick, 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 tick. Me playing Peter Molyneux's Curiosity. so that I can win the promise of being paid 10% of what his next game makes, and then he never makes another game. Oh, anyway, we have a lot of fun here sometimes. I think it's time to sell you, buy you, double up on the lasagna. You know what the problem is? The kids these days don't know who Rain Maida and Chantal Kreviazuk are. Rain Maida is the lead singer from Our Lady Peace, and Chantal Kreviazuk is she sang the Leaving on a Jet Plane version from the Armageddon soundtrack. They're a Canadian power couple. Who's Our Lady Peace? Goodbye, the future sold out. There's no use screaming. Who thought we'd ever get this far? You know what I'm talking about? That's the song you went with? It's their best, well, it's the best song from Happiness Is Not a Fish That You Can Catch. No? You should have been born in Canada, dummy. then you'd get the joke. Sorry, I guess. Damn right. I think we got a squad here, man. The problem is that these freaking dolphins are going to spawn behind the shark, but we can change that. Are you more Sam Roberts pilled or Matthew Good pilled? I would have to say that I am... Oh, we won anyway. I feel like Sam Roberts is like a good time. He always... He just wants to make the people dance and make them enjoy their Molson Canadians, and I'm for that. I feel like Matthew Good tries to make art a little bit, like artful rock and roll, and I resent that. That being said, I still think if I had to choose, I would probably be more in the Matthew Good camp. Load Me Up, pretty good song off of Big Shiny Tunes 4. Big Shiny Tunes 6, Big Shiny Tunes 4. Never heard of them? Are they new? Nah, they're old. I think that we need to sell you, buy you, sell you, buy you, and then sell you and buy something meaningful for a shark. Might not happen right away, and that's okay. Hang on. Should I just kill your ass? Summon a 24/24 dog on fucking turn whatever? That sounds good. $32 dog! I forgot how the Pteranodon works. Isn't Matthew Good Ozymandias in Watchmen? Yes, he is. He is. There's two Matthew Goods. It's true. It's more likely than you'd think. You got me with that one. It's an interesting concept for a moose build. Let's give it a chance. I know you're going to be like, what are you doing with the moose? I'm telling you, the moose is different now. Oh. I'm so sorry, moose. Sorry, moose. Sorry, moose. You freeze tier 1s for the moose now. I know, it's different. It's a different world. My Pteranodon lived, which means it's over for you. I told you. I would roll. I'd roll. Oh! Oh! We don't really need you to repeat again, actually. Unlike chat going through the 4th grade. Oh, man. It's funny because it's true. Chat would be like, I skipped the 3rd grade, actually. Oh, man. That's even worse. That's even worse than failing somehow. Oh, Ooh, he still got it! Roll me? No, freeze me? Freeze me? Lemon me? Freeze me? Nah. Yeah. Yeah, I would. I would. Why not Shark? He's just chilling. He knows what he did. 32-32? What the hell happened? What went wrong? The cruelest dream reality. We win these? Play D&D with Chib, please. Is this Dark and Darker? Or is this, Dungeons and Dragons? Because either way, the answer is probably not. Either. I'm definitely not playing Dungeons and Dragons. That's... I don't know if you know this, but Dungeons and Dragons is a game for nerds, and I used to be a nerd, but now I'm a jock. It's two different parts of that. Like, that's the old me. That's fine. I'll accept taking a loss here. How'd you get out? It wasn't easy. I'll tell you, it wasn't easy. Freeze me, freeze me, freeze me. Nah. Yeah. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la. Remember that? Dude, do you remember that? You watch the Tour de France now? No, I told you, I'm not a nerd. We win these? We win these! 10-piece, baby! Woo! What up now, Swedes? Unlocked a new background, too. Fucking... That's even worse. The 10-piece is real. I'll be like a cruising gladiator, I guess. You guys think massage actually works? Cause I got a massage that my wife booked for me on the cruise. And so it was a bamboo massage, and it's one of the most painful experiences that I think I've ever been through in my entire life. Instead of using their hands for like a gentle massage, they use a bamboo rod, and like they knead you like a piece of bread or something like that. But she was working the knots in the muscles, and that was fine. There was nothing wrong with that. Would I say it felt good? No, I'd say it felt like a normal massage. It felt like my muscles were being, like it hurt, and then it was okay. And then it hurt, and then it was okay. But then, I don't know if it's just the morphology of like my back, but when she was going up my back, the thing was like putting its fingers in the notches of my spine, and it was painful. Like it was, like the next day, my spine was bruised. Like if I touched my back, it hurt, and then like that, you start on your stomach, right? So I was like, oh my God, like that. Thank God I can turn over on my back now that she's done with my spine, because it can't get any worse than that. But then she got into my calves, and I walk on my toes, so my calves are like, I'm just gonna say it, they're muscular, okay? They're big. She was getting into, like, you know, the horseshoe part of the calf. She was digging the the calves or the bamboo rod like into the divot on the horseshoe and going like, and I honestly, I think that the relief that I got from the massage was when it was over. Like the most relief that I got from the massage was when I knew that she was done with the calf. But then the problem is that as soon as she was done with like my left calf, I couldn't enjoy the rest of the massage because I was like, she's going to have to get my right calf at some point. So I didn't even enjoy like the part where she was massaging my quads because I knew that as soon as the quads were done, I had to get the other calf done. I get that you can like tell them that it's like too hard or whatever, but listen, I'm going, I know this looks crazy, but that is how much I respect the sturgeon. You can't do that because you'd be a puss. You gotta tough it out. I'm not gonna like pay for the massage and then be like, actually, I don't want a massage. Because then it would feel like I wasted money, which is a worse feeling, spiritually at least. Interesting. Delightfully devilish. I guess I would go a baboon. And I don't have a toy, I will go otter temporarily. Doesn't that sound like a character from Dune? Otter temporarily? Would you go again? If my wife booked it for me. For sport? Probably not. No! Roll me. Can't really afford to be messing around with the goldfish right now. But everything else is also ass. You're ass. You're probably ass, honestly, but I gotta do something. Guess I'll put a bear out there for stats. Like, it's a new world, man. Call me Alan Menken, the way it's a whole new world. Would you book it for your wife? Probably not. I think that she would probably consider it too painful, honestly. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's no, it's not unfortunate. It's very fortunate. How about this? Saved? And why don't you do some push-ups there? What's a Marty versus an Andy? Great question. A Marty versus an Andy. Never really thought about it like that. I think that certainly all Martys are Andys. But I wouldn't necessarily say that all Andys are Martys. Marty is Danglished Andy, no? I don't know what you're saying to me, quite frankly. Penguin? Sure, sure. Marty's Danglished. Yeah, you trying to say that Dan rizzed up Marty's? I'm just... I think that maybe there's like, massage inflation or something like that. Like at some point, people realize like it's nice to have someone else like massage you. But then like, I think some freaks got their hands on it, quite frankly. This team is just way too good for the stage of the game in which we're at. And now like, I'm just getting into massage. You know, I get like 2 a year or something like that. But there's no such thing as like a we just lightly massage you anymore. There's no like beginner massage. Everyone is like, we put like suction cups on your back and turn you into like the sixth side of a die. Or they like beat the piss out of you with bamboo shoots and reeds and stuff like that. put the oil in the microwave for like 2.5 minutes and then pour it down your crack. Like, it's just that. It's crazy. They put the beans above the frank. That's going to be the next one. But they're not going to call it beans above the frank because they know that everyone would say no. Instead, they call it something like, oh, do you want the relaxation treatment? And you're like, that sounds nice. And before you know it, the beans are above the frank. Sure, go for it. Sure. This is the squad. This is a good squad. It's not a good squad, it's a great squad. What the hell is this? The egg has a bush? What the hell? It's stupid to not tell the masseuse they're doing it too hard. Isn't it? I mean, I guess that I'm just built different because I trust the experts. This lady's been giving massages probably full time for like 8 years. I'm going in for like my 3rd massage and I'm like, you're doing it wrong? I guess like there's just something wrong with me that I don't feel like I should be like mansplaining to the masseuse how to do their job. She can't tell she's doing damage to you? She should be able to, because they can see the veins in her forearm popping out, man. It's a bamboo rod. How could she not know? I think it's probable that I just probably had like the greatest pain tolerance that she's ever seen. So I honestly took it that maybe there was like an element of it for her that she was like, I'm going to make this guy tap. Like maybe she was having like a bad day and she was like, I'm going to take it out on this guy. And I was like, you won, but I'm not going to let you know that you won. So she said like, how was it? And I said, I feel so relaxed now. She didn't have to know that the reason I felt so relaxed was because of the fact that it was over. It means I outlasted the KGB in the interrogation. And I didn't talk. And I never talk. Nah. She's not that interested in this. Nah, I don't need it. I need that. I need that one. He missed the chocolate? Yep. I just think that it should be like illegal to sell it. I don't think they should be able to do that kind of treatment. We win these! I'll buy one pizza, and then, come on. What would it take for you to give me some chocolate? If you ordered a steak well done and they served it to you rare, what would you say? First off, I would say thank you for giving me something that tastes better than what I ordered. Secondly, it's not the same thing. I was of the opinion that the things that they sell at the massage parlor are relaxing, because that's the reason you're there. I thought it was going to be like the Bacta chamber. Like I was going to be like Goku in the tank, just floating around, getting relaxed. What it actually was when Goku died and then went to Master Popo's like training area in heaven and got like 10,000 years of like getting his ass beat so that he could become more powerful when he went back down to the earth. It's King Kai, not Mr. Popos. Okay, sorry. It's been a while, okay? Maybe you're more sensitive to pain? How would I be more sensitive to pain? I won. I outwitted, outcompeted, outlasted. Outwit, outplay, outlast. That's it. OMG, the thumbnails? What's the thumbnail? I don't understand. Sometimes people just pop in here and they say things that I don't get. Can we draw this one? Can we draw this one? Can we win this one? Can we draw this one? Twitch thumbnails are messed up. Every Twitch thumbnail is the same image, and it's not safe for work. It's not safe for work. So it's safe for work. Check all of them. Bro, I'm streaming right now. I'm doing my job. If any, I'd be the person on the planet like least likely to know what a Twitch thumbnail looks like right now. Just look at the front page? No, I'm working. I'm doing something. I don't even want you to level up, but I can't resist you. It's the first time I've ever done it. You can't resist us, Mr. Powers. Au contraire, I think it's you who can't resist me. You can't resist us, Mr. Powers. My whole squad's dead, huh? We're not getting another 10-piece. I'm working, makes Austin Powers quote. Green text arrow saying I don't have a real job. Next green text arrow giving me money anyway. Who's the idiot in this situation? I feel like I'm content with my lot in life, okay? Le green text. I'm buying 3 oranges. You know why? I don't even think they're that good in the game, but they're so good IRL that I can't resist. I'm summoning too many friends. I'm too popular. What the hell's going on? You can't. It's illegal for you to take a Spinosaurus against me, okay? I'll take my 7. I'm okay with that. Okay, slash